Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I am BCA alongside Double K, Karson, Kase, the Barn Burner, and we've got a Voltage Championship match taking place right now at Born to Be Wild, presented to you by Leesburg Bike Fest 2025 and Pro Wrestling Action. It is Slade Porter challenging the reigning and defending Voltage champion Blake Banks for his title right here in the middle of Leesburg, Florida. Karson, what do you think of these two?
Well, I tell you what, Slade Porter, I'm a little biased on this because Blake Banks proved that he was the man of Pro Wrestling Action when he captured that Voltage Championship. And Slade Porter, while I'm not fond of him, incredible professional wrestler. Unfortunately for him, he's gonna find out here right now why Blake Banks is the Voltage champion.
Well, Blake Banks did more than just prove that he is the man. He lived up to his names. The Versace Prince, the Dawn of Louis Vuitton, the Trust Fund Kid, and now the PWA Pro Wrestling Action Voltage champion, and he's a fighting champion. He's here live in the middle of the ring. We got a push off and a shoulder tackle. Down goes Banks. Slade Porter talking to these people. These people are definitely talking back. You can hear them. They don't like him. They're not fond of him. Not a lot of people are. But there you go. Blake Banks just took the words right out of my mouth. Slade Porter's got some fight in him.
Yeah, but you got to look beyond the gear with Blake Banks. He's more than just a man that comes from money. This man's got heart. He's got talent.
Oh, absolutely.
And he's got lots of fight.
Absolutely.
Slade Porter cannot make the mistake here of taking that too lightly.
Well, if Blake Banks didn't have any of those things, he wouldn't be champion. Let's just put it that way.
My point exactly.
I mean, we watched the match that he had to become the Voltage champion against Nick, and my God, here we are. His what I believe to be his first title defense. Headlock. We got to push off onto the ropes and another shoulder tackle. This time, the shoe is on the other foot, and those are some glorious shoes he's wearing.
Size 12, if I remember correctly. Oh, another one. Is he going to go for 3?
Slade Porter, he's holding on for dear life onto that top rope there. Stiff forearm shot to the jaw of Slade Porter, and a hip toss.
Another arm drag followed up.
Up, wait. The strength and a scoop slam. Blake Banks just picks him up and drops him off like he was a kid at a swimming lesson. Oh, strutting his stuff and dropping the elbow right on the torso.
Well, I tell you what, if Slade Porter was writing checks right now, they'd be bouncing.
Absolutely. I don't think that's possible, though. I know some things. He's a very well-respected, highly paid private eye. I don't really think you have to worry about his checks bouncing. Another man's checks you don't want to worry about bouncing is Blake Banks. That's a guarantee. Trust Fund Kid, Versace Prince. Oh, and a solid, stiff kick right to the face. I bet the private eye did not see that coming.
Not at all. He could have used a clue to help him on that one.
Blake Banks said, investigate that one. I dare you.
Right back in the ring. Blake's not wasting any time. And
Slade Porter playing it smart here. Oh, wait. He's stealing.
You can't grab that championship like that. You got to earn that.
Slade Porter, I thought, was being smart about it, getting out of the ring, but he actually came over here to steal the Voltage Championship. Now in pursuit is Blake Banks after his baby. Oh! Ref Jeff over here doing his due diligence. Oh, wait, ref didn't see it. The ref did not see it.
Slade Porter apparently knows what he's doing.
Solid lariat.
Very calculated right now.
Solid lariat. Referee's back in the action here. 1, 2. Only a 1 count. Got to pay very close attention to the referees here. His count is official. 2.
Another kick out.
That's a 2. Slade Porter just showed up to wreck shop today. And that's exactly what he's doing. I haven't seen Blake Banks in this much distress in a while. This is crazy.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to last long, though. Slade here, this is where most people make mistakes. When you're on someone like that and you've got the high ground, so to speak, You don't want to let off of it. You want to stay on top of him, maintain control. Right here, Blake's going to bring it back to him every chance he gets. That belt didn't get handed to him. He earned it.
Earned it 100%.
Slade's got to keep that in mind and not take him too lightly.
Slade Porter doing a very good job going after the torso and the solar plexus and any area of the lungs of Blake Banks, because you use the high ground quote from a movie. I'll give you another one. If a man can't breathe, a man cannot fight. Words to the Karate Kid. Words to the Versace Prince right now.
Absolutely very true. Most people think this is all slams and strikes when the most important factor in
strategy.
In a competition like this,
strategy.
Well, strategy, but into that strategy plays cardio. If your cardio is not there, you don't have the longevity
100%.
to capitalize on these opportunities. With strikes like that to the abdomen and taking the lungs out like that where you can't breathe, you're down. I mean, I can't stress that enough. I found myself in many positions and situations where I couldn't breathe, I couldn't fight.
Well, I would like to say that I 100% agree with you, but I can't, Karson, because in this instance, you have one of two options. You can have good cardio and you can go the distance in a match, or you can be a strategist and get it over with early, which is what both men have tried to do, but we're now running the gamut here 6 minutes into this match, and both men are still fighting with their lives. So I guess you are right in this instance. The cardio would play here.
And to your credit, I do agree with you. Strategy, you have to have a solid one, but on that strategy, you have to have contingency. But neither one of those are. Is he gonna? Can he get him right here?
1, 2.
Oh.
Slade Porter went for the knee breaker, but Blake Banks reversed it into a sunset.
Oh, what a strike with that knee! Right back to that chest again, taking the breath out of his lungs.
When you talk about strategy, this is a poor one right here. Slade Porter showboating when he should be going for the lateral press.
Absolutely. But yeah, with strategy, you've got to be able to breathe, or else you can't follow through with your strategy. And right now, both men's strategy seems to have holes in it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is probably one of the hardest fought matches I've watched Blake Banks go through. And trust me, he had a hard fought match against Nick when he claimed the Voltage Championship.
Absolutely, Brandon.
But Slade Porter is no slouch in the ring. He's a strong man, he's a smart man, and both of those things definitely play when you're in pro wrestling action.
I will say though,
cocky doesn't always work for you.
What a cocky thing to be doing right now. I mean, you're in the middle of a wrestling match. You need to be wrestling, not talking. Talking is our job. He needs to stay focused, or else he knows where this is going to end up, and that's his shoulders on the mat.
Blake Banks coming off of a title win, straight into a title defense. Like most wrestlers who win a championship, they want to be fighting champions, but you think Blake Banks is second-guessing his choices right now in taking on Slade Porter as his first title defense?
I don't know if he's second-guessing. I think Blake possesses not a cockiness, but a confidence in his abilities. But again, right back to that strategy. This strategy here may work elsewhere, but he may have to come up with something to go against the private eye here.
Absolutely. Well, in a regular wrestling match where there's two people in the ring, you got a 50-50 chance. But Blake Banks is no ordinary man.
And the math does not lie on that.
No, it doesn't. Swing over and a neck breaker. Blake Banks with the calculated.
Win. He's got it back in his lungs. He's got the fight back in his soul, and he's fixing to take it to Slade Porter.
That's why Blake Banks is one of the most rich men in professional wrestling, because he's calculated.
But see, I think people get it wrong. He's not rich in just his account. He's rich in life. A man that looks that good, walks that good, talks that good.
Oh, and a kick out.
You can't
Slade Porter. Slade Porter's still in this thing.
The crowd here seems to disagree with the ref's count.
They're trying to say that it was 3, but it clearly was not, because the referee's call is, it's final.
Absolutely.
Referee says it was 2. It was 2.
I think Blake's got something for that 2 count, though. He's going to add 1 to it.
Went for the double underhook. No! Slade Porter sweeps the leg.
He's going for that patented submission. Can he lock it in? He's got it locked in. Can he get to the ropes? Is he going to get there?
It's like a reverse triangle, almost a figure four upside down reverse, applying more pressure to the quadriceps and the hamstrings of Blake Banks. And look, strategy. I'm telling you, this is what I was mentioning earlier.
He's got the perfect ring position right now, but I still think there's too much fight left in Blake.
Blake Banks, center of the ring. He's got to fight back with everything in his heart, his soul, and now his lungs. He's crawling for it. All he's got to do is get his finger on that rope.
Can he get there? Can he reach? Come on, there it is.
Got it.
Ref's got to break it.
Slade Porter says, no, I'm not breaking. He's got to the count of 5. There's 3, 4.
Ah, there it is. He breaks it.
Last second.
Getting every second he can in. That goes back to that strategy we're talking about. He got every second he can to wear him down. But did it do enough damage to keep him down?
Slade Porter saying he's about to close this case. I don't know about that. Crowd saying overrated. I assume that they're talking about Slade Porter.
There's that fight right there.
The demigod of saving
spikes him on his head. Is that it? 1, 2, 3.
And we got a champion who retains, a fighting champion. Blake Banks is your winner and still the Pro Wrestling Action Voltage champion.
That was awesome. That was awesome.